Kulāmṛtaika-rasikā. This name can be translated as she who is the sole enjoyer of the nectar of Kula, or she who delights only in the nectar of Kula. To fully understand this name, let's break down its components. Kula. In this context, Kula refers to the body, specifically as the home of chakras, where Kundalini Shakti resides and awakens. Amrita. In the context of Kundalini Yoga, Amrita refers to the ecstatic states that arises from the ascent of Kundalini. Eka means one and only, or soul. Rasika means one who enjoys, delights in. Therefore, Kulāmṛtaika-rasikā emphasizes that the goddess is the sole experiencer and the source of the bliss that arises within the body during the awakening and ascent of Kundalini. Let's explore the deeper implications of this name by examining the process of Kundalini awakening and the experience of bliss. When Kundalini Shakti, the dormant energy, is awakened and it rises through the Sushumna Nadi, it is said to activate the chakras and release Amrita. This Amrita is not a physical substance, but a subtle divine fluid of bliss and ecstasy. It's the experience of heightened awareness, joy, and spiritual fulfillment. The term Eka-rasika is central to understanding this name. While external practices might prepare the way, the true experience of Amrita, this divine bliss, is ultimately an internal, deeply personal one. The goddess in her form as Kundalini and Atmasvarupam is not only the source of this bliss, but also the sole experiencer of this inner ecstasy. She is the divine energy that awakens Kundalini and the divine consciousness that receives the resulting ecstasy. This concept of the sole experiencer can be challenging to grasp. However, it is a very important idea in Advaita Vedanta. To understand this better, let's briefly touch upon the 254th name in the Lalita Sahasranamam, Dhyana Dhyatru Dhyeya Rupa. This name means she whose form is meditation, the meditator, and the object of meditation. In Advaita Vedanta, this triad of meditator, Dhyatru, meditation, Dhyana, and object of meditation, Dhyeya, is referred to as Kula. The ultimate goal of spiritual practice is the dissolution of the perceived separation between these three entities. It's about recognizing that they are not fundamentally different, but rather aspects of the same unified reality. This profound merging of the experiencer, the experience, and the source of experience is dramatically depicted in the imagery of goddess Chinnamasta. This is a rare and unique depiction of the goddess, not as commonly seen as her other forms. In this form, the goddess is depicted as having severed her own head and holding it in one hand. Blood, representing the divine Amrita, the ecstatic bliss of Kundalini, gushes from her severed neck and pours into her own open mouth. This imagery, though seemingly violent, symbolizes the intense, self-consuming nature of Kundalini's ascent. It's the ultimate act of self-offering, where the individual consciousness, purified and awakened, merges completely with the divine source. The bliss experienced is not external, but arises from within, from the very core of one's being, as Kundalini's energy pours forth and is consumed by the self. Similarly, in Kulāmṛtaika-rasikā, the goddess as the Atma is the experiencer, the object of experience, and the source of experience. There is no inherent difference between the three. As Kundalini rises, this perceived difference gradually dissolves. And as it dissolves, you, the Atma alone, are the sole experiencer of this ultimate undivided bliss. This intense self-consumption and the resulting ecstatic bliss are what this name Kulāmṛtaika-rasikā describes.